Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from the beautiful metaverse and more specifically from beautiful Danville, Illinois. We're coming to you live from the Correllian Lustration, and I am being joined today by many people. First, Reverend Brenda Pergande. Hi, Brenda.
Hello, Don. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Afternoon, I should say.
Come a little closer so all our friends can see you. So, how are you doing?
Oh, it's been a long week already,
I'm
but I am
sure it is.
enjoying myself a lot, getting to see everybody in person
Yeah.
that I've been communicating with online for the past few months,
Mhm.
and that it's been great. It's been a wonderful seeing family and getting to know everybody again. And
That
that,
really is the nicest thing about illustrations.
yes, it's getting together with family and enjoying yourself, catching up, rebuilding the family feeling that we
Yeah.
get from being in person. The last few illustrations that we've had online have been wonderful. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong.
Oh,
They've been great, but actually being in the same room,
yes.
getting that nice warm hug of family is so wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to we're having our picnic lunch today, which
Yes.
is wonderful. And
I believe that was specifically requested by your
yes, it
first priest,
was.
Lord Phoenix.
Yes, it was specifically requested by our new first priesthood. So we are enjoying that. We'll be enjoying that this afternoon. Let's see here. We do have the part of the core source set up now.
Hmm.
So we're waiting for a couple more things with that,
Hmm.
which is going to be great. So it's been great. We've been having a lot of fun.
Wonderful. And the event officially opens at 3, I believe.
Yes, at 3 o'clock with opening comments
Yeah.
from yourself,
Yeah.
the Lord Phoenix and Lady Alyssa,
Hmm.
uh, Reverend Jason
Hmm.
as head of Pure Sanctuary,
Yes.
and that. So
But of
we're
course,
def
people are already here.
oh yes, we're already here. We've had a couple workshops. We've had Reverend Mary Hawk do her prison ministry.
Hmm.
Right now, Reverend Antonio and Reverend Vicky, are doing the despacho right
Yes.
now. So we're getting those ready for part of the investiture that we're having tomorrow,
Yes.
which is very, very exciting.
And the despacho, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is a kind of offering that's being constructed now
Yes,
and will be part of the ceremony.
yes.
And
I'm
we have people lining up.
coming over to say hi, Reverend Ebony. Hi.
How's it going?
As I said,
They made
family.
and told me over here.
As I said, hugs from family are the best.
Yes, so good.
Yes.
All right, I'm getting up here.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, no,
Hey,
that's,
it's wonderful to see family. As I said, family is what we all are.
yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, and
Back to
I
you.
believe we have Lady Ty ready
Yes,
to join us.
yes, indeed.
So see everybody later.
I want to say hello to all the people joining us. Hi, Kai.
Hi, Lord Ben.
How are you?
I'm good.
So, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
And you have been very busy since you got here.
Always.
But how is your illustration experience going so far?
I love illustration. I mostly sew illustration, but it's still fun. Uh, what I like about is the family atmosphere. I
Yes.
count it as my, hopefully we get to do it again every year in
Yeah.
person, starting from now on. It's my family reunion.
Yes, indeed. And you have come all the way from New York.
Yeah. We came from Buffalo. It was me, Phoenix, my daughter
Hmm.
Rachel, and Deb,
Hmm.
and Phoenix's boyfriend Eddie. We had nice drive-in early this
Yes.
morning.
You shuffled in from Buffalo. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. So, what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
I think of the being at the double investiture of the first priest It's a once in a lifetime
It is.
event,
You know, of all the people who were at the last one, only Lady Crystal and I are still living.
right?
And if there's ever another double investiture, probably most of the people here won't still be around. So yeah, it's a once in a lifetime event. It's wonderful. No, and you know, it's interesting how everything has come about, because this is not was not anticipated a few years ago, but it is how things have come.
Right.
So what else would you say to people?
Um, so for those who want to come and can't come, you don't have to come. Well, I would say same core 20 people come to every illustration, and then we have different ones at each
Mhm.
one. So
We have about 50 people
we
this
have a
time, I
lot,
believe.
yeah, this time. So it's not about coming to every illustration. So if coming to illustration, and I recommend coming to at least one illustration in your lifetime. So if you save up a little money each week, within a year or two,
Yeah,
you can come to illustration.
it's not like anything else.
Yep, forego that cup of coffee, put it in the savings account, and because I'm not super rich,
Yeah.
I budget lustration. Well,
Mhm.
my lustration fund's pretty good now because not having him for 5 years,
Well,
I
that's
haven't touched
true.
it. So it's
Yeah, we
pretty
did have that
healthy.
whole COVID thing happen, but it's so nice for everyone to be back together in person.
Okay, so the double investiture is going to be 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes. And it will actually be starting on time, assuming, barring any technical difficulties.
And then that, like the illustration, will be live streamed through all of our social media platforms. So Correllian TV, we also have the new Under the Hill YouTube channel. So we want to try to get followers there. So we have the whole press team here. It's all ready to film for everybody. So even things that aren't being live streamed, there will be videos made after the fact.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Guy. And could you see if Deb and Ebony would like to come on?
Yeah, no problem.
And I want to say hello to Brian and to Renee and to Christine and to Black Crystal and to Nikki and all the people who are joining us that I haven't had a chance to say hello to yet, as we wait for the next person. And you can see we have an open door over here. The cooking of the barbecue that was mentioned is going on through that door, and food is going back and forth, but you're not seeing it. So if you wonder why we don't just close the door, it's in use. Hi, Ebony.
Oh, Dot, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Oh,
Oh.
I'm still sitting on my phone with that. Alrighty. Well, hello.
And I am with Reverend Sir Ebony Nash.
Hi, everybody.
How was your drive?
Well,
Well, your ride and your drive. You've had both.
I have had both. So the bus ride was a little bit cumbersome to begin with, but it's wound up smooth, and right here was really nice.
Well, you came in with Maggie.
I did. I met her last night, and we had a wonderful ride back to her house, and then we just kind of went to sleep. I was tired. Been up since like 2 yesterday. So I was like, it's time. And I worked before I actually left. So yeah, it was very good, very good.
So what is your favorite thing about illustrations?
My favorite thing about lustration. Definitely getting to meet everybody. My first lustration was actually in Danville last time that we were
That's
here.
right. That was your
So
first,
that was
wasn't
my
it?
very first. So it's kind of a full circle moment here because I
Yeah.
was the first when I showed up in 2019 and I'm the third now. And just kind of seeing how like I've kind of progressed over time and just how I've progressed with everyone here and never gotten to know so many people and interact spiritually and just in a regular way as well. It's been a very gratifying experience.
Absolutely.
And it's been very educational in a lot of ways.
Well, you know, one of the things we were talking about last night, I don't know if we were on the air or not, but what an interesting thing it is to meet people that you've dealt with online for years, but you meet them for the
Yes.
first time in person. And we talked online for years before we
Yes, we did. It was
and it
fun.
was so nice to meet you.
It was too. So, but yeah, everyone's just like, oh, just wait until you meet him in person. And I'm just like, okay. And yeah, they're right.
Oh, that's very nice of
And
you.
it was like a wonderful to actually put personalities and characters with people. And so, because you don't get all of those nuances of interpersonal communication online most of the time.
Mhm.
So I'd already liked everybody before then. So then
Yeah.
coming together and actually being able to like hug each other and have that inner energy come together, it was great. It, like I already felt at home,
Mhm.
but then it just confirmed that. Even though like the first time I was a little terrified.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you came.
I am glad. And the story, I actually have a story about Lord Phoenix about that. So I was in an Airbnb with him and a few other people, and I'm just, just meeting everybody. I literally just got maybe hours before. Um, on a third, I think we started on a Thursday, and I just got there, and so everybody was trying to like be like, "Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna do this, that," and it was just overwhelming. And I remember that he was noticing that, and so he took me outside and went for a little walk, and he was just, kind of just had his way and just talking, it
Yeah.
was like, so what are you feeling? How you feeling? Just kind of like, touching base with me just to see what was up, which was something I'm not very used to. I'm used to it now, but I wasn't
Wow.
used to it then. And so like that really stuck me. And like he just made a point to be like, hey, totally okay to be overwhelmed right now, but it's gonna be cool. And
Yeah.
he just had that way of just being like, it's gonna be all right, and just kind of get me outside and come back. And I always remembered that. So I really appreciate him doing that.
He is that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason he's becoming first priest.
I had a feeling that was going to. I really did. Like I didn't know much, but when I first met him, I was like, keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that for sure. And I'm glad to do it.
And tomorrow you will be at the investiture ceremony.
Indeed, I will. Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Talk about full circles.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Very full circle.
So if there's anything else you would like to say to our viewers, what would it?
Um, I would probably say if it had anything to do with following your spiritual path. Don't question your inner judgment. Um, everything will transpire the way it should. You will get the answers you need. Sometimes it takes a bit of patience. Sometimes it takes things you don't expect. I think that was one of the big where at all. Really have you guys. Y'all ain't getting rid of me. I'm sorry.
Well, we never want to get rid of it. And what I was going to say is that one of the things I've found in life is that all of those lessons, both good and bad, in the end turn out to have all been good. You just have to
Agreed.
wait for everything to fit in place.
And that's the one thing I guess that also you have no choice but to learn is patience.
Yeah, it's true.
Patience, whether it's spiritual patience, patience in life, like it's hard because it's like sometimes things take so long. Sometimes things take all of this effort, and you're like, where is this going? What
Yeah.
is this accomplishing? And just as you're about to like say, screw it, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
But and it seems to always repeat itself. It's weird how we almost forget that it does that. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's right. We just need to wait a little more. But patience is probably the hardest virtue actually.
It is. But once you get it, it's worth
Oh,
it.
it's so worth it. It really is. I'm still working on it. Don't let this fool you. I'm still working. It's a work in progress, but I'm getting there.
One of the things I think people don't realize, particularly young people like yourself, that old people like myself can tell you, is it actually should get easier as you go. And life really just gets better.
It does.
Yeah.
Definitely does. I agree with that. Absolutely agree with you.
And young people make it so hard on themselves.
Man, don't we? Me.
Thank you, Ebony.
Thank you.
Wonderful to see you as always.
It's always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Always.
Anytime. All right, y'all enjoy.
And we're now going to be joined by Reverend Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? So, say hello to everyone.
Hi.
How is your lustration going so far?
So far. It's
I know you haven't been here very long yet.
so now I watched the class and it was really fun. So we're just getting everything all settled and everything. It's hectic as always. But
You've been one of our priesthood for a while now.
oh yeah.
And how old were you when you first completed your training?
One, I'm not even done.
Well, I meant for first degree. You're never done.
In Connecticut. I don't even remember what year that is. I was
2017, I believe.
2017. Wow. I was 15 years old.
Yeah,
That is crazy to think about. It's 5 years ago.
yeah. What are you hoping for the future?
The future?
Yeah. For yourself with the tradition, for yourself in general.
To open up more spiritually, to, open myself to learn more.
Wonderful.
Never enough. It's never enough.
Spoken like a true Correllian. What are you enjoying most so far this weekend?
This weekend, everybody together. I love seeing my family,
Yeah,
and I'm really sad for those who couldn't come,
yeah.
can't be here.
But we're glad for the ones who are.
Of course.
And it's wonderful to see you. And what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure.
Or just more family?
Yes, of course. And seeing my uncle and
Yeah,
getting what he deserves.
Yes.
So I'm super excited, and it's a really big
and we're referring to Lord Phoenix.
Lord Phoenix. Love him. And Alyssa. They're
Yeah.
my family.
Absolutely. You're a cousin. What else would you say to the people who are watching? So you can see we have lots of people watching.
Okay. So I would say thank you for watching, for one. Thank you for being here, even though you can't actually be here, and love you. Love you all. I'm happy
Yes,
to be
indeed.
here.
We love you too. And thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, we're gonna keep going. Yeah.
Welcome, Eric. We're now being joined by Reverend Sir Eric. How are you today?
I'm feeling wonderful.
Good. How are you enjoying the weekend so far?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. It's a great weekend. Just the ability to just meet everybody and see everybody.
Mhm.
And I'm a recent I've only joined the Correllians recently. It's interesting. Rachel has been a Correllian since she was in her mama's belly,
Pretty much.
and I came to the Correllians later in life. And there's room for both of us and
Absolutely.
everybody in between to be embraced and accepted. And I joined, when everything was online,
Yeah.
and now to be able to put my arms around these people that I've known
That's
for
true,
years.
isn't it?
Yes.
I keep forgetting how COVID and everything prevented us from coming together for
Yes.
so long. It's
Yes.
so nice for us all to be together again.
And
And-
you and I met before I was
Yeah.
aware Correllians
That's
existed.
true. We met in New York
Yes, we
at
did.
Witches Fest.
That's right. And I was aware that there was this. I know that you were a part of this thing called the Correllians, but I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And as I came to witch school and seeing things on Magic TV, now Correllian TV, the videos, the vlogs, I said, that sounds for me. And with my beautiful partner,
Yes.
Reverend Sir Arlene,
She's out on the porch.
she's out
On the
somewhere
veranda.
on the veranda. Um, you know, we came together and we worked together, and it's just a joy to have her by my side and me to be at her side as she also, you know, because we joined together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's great to have you both here,
Yes.
and it's going to be a great weekend. What else would you say to people who are watching? What are you most looking? Well, I assume you're most looking forward to tomorrow, but
Yes, the investiture ceremony and the lustration
yes.
ceremony, both of the grand ceremonies. I'm an old theater kid, so I love grand ritual. I'm used to doing 20-hour ritual,
Yeah.
you know, very, very theatrical rituals. So, and most things that the Correllians do is not that.
No.
This
Yes.
and some for then, you know, using this technology to reach all of y'all.
Mhm.
It's not just for us here, but it's for you guys out there too. That I'm really happy that our Secretary personal.
Susan. The
I
camera
think
here present.
I think she has something else to do right now.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
So thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Lord Don.
It's wonderful to have you present.
Thank you.
Deb. We're just going to keep on going as long as we can keep on going. We're now being joined by Reverend Deb McKinley.
Ah,
So
Nice to be here.
and oh, all the same questions. What are you enjoying? What are you looking forward to?
Just seeing everyone face to face. You know, the one thing that I've always said about the tradition was being online, you got to meet people from all over the world and talk to them, but to actually finally meet them face to face puts a whole new layer and level on.
And you had a very interesting experience on that line, and that one of your students
Yes.
from what year?
We were just talking, Zach was 14 when I became his mentor,
Yeah,
and that was back in 2003.
because you've been here forever,
I have been here for a very, very, very long time.
and we are so happy.
But Zach and I have never ever met. We so I kept up with him on
Years in
videos,
the United
yes.
Kingdom.
And now to finally meet him face to face.
This is the kind of thing that happens at Lustration.
Yes.
What? Well, I don't know. I mean, what would you like to say to me?
Just,
Because I'm just going to ask the same questions.
I would say this has been a very big year of transition for me.
Yes.
I have been around since the very I have a little bubble and I didn't get very involved in the hierarchy of the tradition. I was happy just being like, you know,
Yeah.
doing my lessons and bopping along.
And
And this
happened.
past year, I made a commitment a little over a year ago to become a more presence in the tradition.
Yes.
You know,
did.
I've been here for so long,
yes.
nobody knew who I was
Mhm.
because I never got involved. And I made that commitment to manifest, and boom, boom. I have really, really manifested this year, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Wonder.
You know, the fact that my family is involved, my children, my grandchildren, my husband,
That's
have
wonderful.
all gotten involved and gotten behind me. And it's just, I'm excited to see where Lady Alyssa and Lord Phoenix take on.
Yes, indeed.
I'm very excited for them and just the direction that the tradition is.
It's going forward beautifully.
Yes,
And they're
it
going to
is.
do a wonderful job, and you're
Good.
going to continue to do it.
And
Yeah.
Zach, we can pick up his lessons where he
Mhm.
left off. But
And then what is your other office you're doing now?
I am the master of records for the
Yes.
tradition.
That means if you want to know pretty much anything,
Come to me.
yes.
And if I don't have it at my fingertips, I will find it.
Yes, you will. And you are a wonder, and we rejoice in your presence.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. Never enough hugs.
Never enough. Susan. Hi, Susan. We're now being joined by Reverend Susan Dancing Star.
Better late than never, say. I missed
Absolutely.
yesterday because my younger daughter lives in Denmark and she and her husband have been here visiting. I haven't seen them for 2 years, so I wanted to absolutely suck up every second that I could
Absolutely.
to be
As you
with my
should.
kids. Not
But
that
now
this
you can
is
be with the
not that
rest of
this
your
comes
family.
second, it
No.
doesn't, but it's intertwined and I'm happy to be here. This is a lovely event. My
What-
very first lustration.
That's true. You don't really know what to expect. do
I
you?
don't know about anything.
What are you most looking forward to?
Mostly meeting the people in person. The Correllian tradition is worldwide. And so I'm grateful that now technology allows us to be in touch with people and see their faces and hear their voices. But being in person is just so much better.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm happy to meet all these wonderful people.
And we're happy to have you here. And how long have we known each other? 30 years?
At least 30.
Yeah.
Yes, we go way back. Even though I wasn't a Correllian then, I wasn't in the family, but I was certainly an ally and an advocate. I've
Eventually,
been
we got you.
a community advocate for paganism in general. I've been well known in Danville here
Mhm.
and a go-to person when people had questions.
And if you follow my Facebook page, you will see plenty of Susan.
Yes, because we do stuff.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on your midday thing. I usually see it from the other side, so
Yeah.
this is kind of nice. So many blessings to all of you watching, and please enjoy from wherever you are and be a part of this. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
And now we're going to be joined by Reverend Dee Dee.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
And we're with Reverend Dee Dee Stinson.
Yeah.
And how are you today?
I'm good. Hi, everyone. This has been a very fun week. I got here on Sunday,
Yeah.
and so we've been really busy
What are you enjoying most so far?
meeting everyone. Like people that I never would have imagined in a million years meeting. That
Yeah.
and then yesterday, the call that we got to experience with you with Lady Crystal.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true.
That was beautiful. By the way, I brought these to you. These were from the
Oh.
fascia ceremony. These were what
Oh,
were left over.
wonderful.
So that way you can have a copy of them.
Thank you.
So
And how was the despacho workshop?
it was powerful. Like I had chilled up my arm. I was crying. When we did the calling of everything, it was really intense.
Wonderful.
Tony and Vicky did a great job.
Yes, they did. And what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, there's so much. I think for me, one of the things that I'm looking most forward to has got to be the double investiture.
Mhm.
Because it really is a rare occasion. It hasn't been done since 1579 Aquarius,
Yep.
which is 1979, when
Mhm.
you and Lady Crystal were appointed by the Council of Elders to
Yeah.
step in.
Yep.
And
Long time
so,
ago. Wonderful. It's going to be great.
yeah,
And we've got lots more happening. And
we do. We've got initiations and everything. So there's new people coming into the clergy. That's just going to be
Yeah.
wonderful to see.
And if you could say anything to the people watching, which you can, what would you say?
If I can do it without crying.
Well,
Um,
you can cry if you want to, but you don't have to.
I know. Thank you. There's only one word that I can use to describe just being here in everyone's presence, and that's miraculous.
Oh,
The sense of family and bonding is just overwhelming. The fact that I'm here, which with all the setbacks that I've had, it wasn't looking possible. I'm almost done with second degree, and just looking back on it all, if you really want to be a part of the family and you want to be involved, don't hesitate. We have room for all gifts and abilities here.
yes. Yes,
And
indeed.
we need everyone to shine. We can't shine like the Correllian behind us if
Yep.
we're not having all of us shine.
Exactly. Thank you.
So when you can make it here, do your best to make it here. If not, reach out to people, see who can help.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Yes, we are.
Thank you so much, Dee Dee.
Thank you for having me.
And I believe we're being joined by Reverend Sir Arlene. Hi, Arlene.
Hey, I'm
And come a little closer if you can.
okay.
And how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Lord God.
I know you've been breathlessly working on last minute regalia,
Yes,
as people do.
yes, absolutely. I'm sewing on the patch for my order, the Order of Jew Witches,
Mhm.
which is open to both Correllians and non-Correllians, if you consider yourself a Jew witch.
Very good. And you and Eric had a long trip in.
Yes, we're from New York City. Let me rephrase that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, the big New York.
yes, yes.
And so this might be a little bit of culture shock for you.
No,
Yeah.
I have visited a friend in Tennessee many years ago, so
Okay, so
this is not,
and
not,
it's not New York.
it's not New York. Definitely not, but it's beautiful here.
Thank you.
Yes,
And we're very happy to have you here. And
thank you.
so far, what are you enjoying most?
Being with everybody, looking forward to the investiture. So much so, and actually getting in the water, even though I've got my water shoes.
It's going to be a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
And if you could say anything to the people who are watching, which you can, now is your chance.
Well, I'm going to reiterate what Reverend Dee Dee said. It's a very open tradition, and you can be who you want to be. Bring yourself forward. Do what feels right to you. All things are open. And the fact that we have younger people coming into to be the first and the head of the tradition
Mhm.
is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I started here when you guys first created Witch School,
Yeah.
and that's like over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was one of the first people who found it when I was first getting involved in it.
Mhm.
a few other traditions, but I'm now taking it a little slower on my second degree
Yeah.
than I did with my first degree. I'm trying to also do the mentor class and moving forward. And also looking forward to having New York City host a lustration in 2027.
Yes, indeed. That
Yeah.
will be wonderful.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. And for those of you watching, I'm also host of the Beyond the the Correllian News Service through the Correllian News Service. Yes, and I do believe.
Yeah, we have two more guests. Thank you
Yes,
so much,
you're
Arlene.
very welcome. Thank you.
It's wonderful,
And it's
wonderful
great
to see you.
And I hope you have an excellent retirement.
Thank you. And we're being joined by Reverend Antonio Huerta, who has with him the despachos.
Hello there.
Hello.
So I present to you what we just completed, a class on despachos. We held a despacho ceremony, and these will play a part in this weekend's investiture ceremony. Because of the significance of a double investiture, we decided to do a double despacho. So for that kind of joy and capturing that significance of this special event, I present to you the despachos.
Thank you. They are beautiful. I smell the flowers. Thank you. I am going to.
You want me to go ahead and set them right
place
here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We want to make sure they stay safe.
Yes. No, really have put